What's good, guys? Zach here, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be exposing the exact market research strategy that helps you make 10K a day with branded dropshipping. Most intermediate dropshippers think they can just use ChatGPT to help them find their angles and find the perfect person who they're actually trying to sell to, which can kind of work in the beginning, but that's the exact reason why most people can't really scale once they get past the testing phase. This is why that doesn't work. The real reason why this doesn't work is because ChatGPT just gives you generic and outdated angles and can't keep up with changes in the market. The real reason that my way of market research actually works is because we have ChatGPT do deep research on the product and the market that we are selling in. And we also have a unique way of market research to find angles that are hot right now and the best markets to sell to. So let me break down what we'll be going through in this video. So first will be the starting docs, next will be Amazon reviews, checking out competition, kind of like what are they saying about the product. We're also going to be doing Reddit and then a Google search about our product. And this is the same market research strategy that I use to hit 13K days, 10K days, 12K days, and even help my students, like my student Xander, hit 37K in a single month. Once you watch this full video, it'll become a lot clearer to you about how to actually do market research and how to actually understand your customer and find winning angles to sell to. So obviously first we need a product. So what I'm going to use for this video is just this NAD Plus supplement. And this is the product that we'll be using to fill in all of these things. So obviously, first off, we have our starting docs, right? So with the starting docs, this is where we're training our ChatGPT using the starting documents. All right, so I just opened up my starting documents right here. So basically, the first prompt is you are my expert copywriter. You specialize in persuasive direct response copy for e-commerce. My brand sells, and then you would insert your product to insert the audience. I'm going to upload a screenshot of my current sales page. Please review it and give me your detailed analysis and feedback. So basically, what we're doing for this is we're just going to find our main competitor that is also selling this product. So the first thing you're going to do is just obviously come over here and copy this name, and then we're going to bring it over into ads library and then just search this up, and then now we're going to look for a competitor that's selling the same product as us. So I actually found the same brand that's actually selling it on TikTok Shop, so we're just going to click on their website and then kind of just like look through it real quick. Obviously I have to cancel this ad that's popped up, but we're going to continue to scroll through it and we're just going to look at their website. So obviously like their website is looking really good. I like their website a lot. So we're just going to use this extension called Go Full Page, and we're just going to screenshot this entire page. You're just going to want to download it real quick, and then we're going to come back over here to the starting documents, and then we're going to take this, Control C that, and then put it into ChatGPT. Then obviously insert your product, so NAD Plus. And then for audience, I'm going to come back over here to the competitor's product page and kind of look who they're really targeting. So in the review, they have a girl by age 40, obviously people who are over 40. We're kind of seeing, I mean, they kind of got younger people in here, so maybe that's something as well, but these people look like they could easily be in their 30s as well. These people down here look a little bit older. So I'm just going to put something like this. All right, so basically what I wrote down is people that are in their 30s to 50s who are suffering with low energy, want to slow down the aging process, and feel like they're losing their self with age. So basically how I came up with that is I was just looking through this website and kind of read like some like the key points that they were making in this. So that seems pretty good. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the screenshot of their website we just took. So now that I got that in there, I'm just going to send that out to ChatGPT, and while that cooks up, I'm going to get the next prompt. Also, if you guys do want these documents, it'll be in my free Discord. That will be the second link in the description. So the next thing we're taking will be this deep research prompt. So basically you're just going to copy this and then make sure you download these two research docs, because in these docs you're really training ChatGPT to actually know what we are looking for and how we want it to conduct the deep research. So I'm just going to paste that in, then I'm going to upload the research docs, and then I'm going to send it out once this is done. And as you guys can see, just from the first prompt alone, it's already telling us a bunch of stuff like that they could improve, like what's working, clean premium supplement aesthetic, product looks legitimate, huge trust win supplement, just stuff like that, like looking really good. A lot of things that it's giving us good and bad about that current website. So maybe we could take some things from their website and then leave out the things that aren't that good. So now we're about to send out this research prompt. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pop it right back into here. And then this is going to be the thing that we're going to need to actually prompt it so that we can do deep research on this product. So basically just while this is all loading, paste this in, obviously insert this product. So it's NAD Plus. And then make sure you change your ChatGPT to deep research mode, because we need to do deep research. Basically what this deep research prompt is doing is it's going all over the internet looking for all the things that it can find about NAD Plus, and then it's going to put it all into a super long research doc. All right, now that all that's done, we're about to send this one out. Now basically it's going to give you a few questions before it actually goes into deep research. So you have to make sure that you fill these ones in with some detail. So the first one, what exact audience is this research for? Then it's saying 30 to 50-year-olds fields concerned with energy, aging, and cognitive health. So we're just going to say yes for that. It's not really like, it basically kind of understands who we're trying to target off the bat. And now for 2, should the research focus more on scientific studies, consumer statements, competitor landscape, or all 3? I'm just going to say that I want all 3 just because I don't really have a whole lot of research on this product. I don't really know everything I need to know about this product, so I don't really know if most people are looking for scientific studies. So I don't really know like if I want to be super scientific or if I kind of want it to be more towards like the consumer or like more just like how the competitors landscape was. So we'll just do all 3 for that. Now for number 3, do you want research findings to be strictly for copywriting use, pain points, objective, or more of an educational report? So for this one, we are obviously going to do copywriting, because obviously we're writing ads, landing pages, sales pages, everything like that. So we're just going to want it to structure our doc more for that. So we're just going to put copywriting, and then also I'm just going to put in, make sure to find the deep desire behind this product and what is the main reasons that people would use this product. So boom, we'll just do that. Now for number 4, should we include or exclude fringes, conspiracy angles, biohacker forums, alternative health communities? I'm just going to say no. I just want to include all those because we really want to just like dive through the whole web and really get like kind of every bit of knowledge that we can get about this product. And then now it's any specific competitors, products, or themselves, like absorption you want us to analyze. For this, I don't really know my main competitors in the scene because we haven't done our deep research on that, but like this will also do it for us behind when we do actually get into our own competitor research. But for now, I'm just gonna say like, I want you to find me the top NAD+ supplement brands and analyze their brand and what they are doing well and what they could improve on. So basically just something like that. Like that's a pretty simple doc that we can just send out. So we'll send that out. And now this should take like a little bit, kind of depending on how your product and how much deep research ChatGPT actually has to do for it. It could take like 5 minutes or it could take like 30 minutes. So I'll check back in once this is done with the deep research. All right, cool. Now that all this just got done downloading, basically what you're going to want to do is just take all this and just copy it and then put it into the research doc. So, all right, now we got 7 pages of a research doc. And then obviously you're going to want to make sure like you download this as a PDF. So make sure you download that as a PDF just so you can save it because you are going to be needing to use that like later, whether that's for your landing page or for your ads copy, like everything like that, you're gonna need that for later. So now the next thing we're gonna do is avatar. So basically come in here, copy this, also make sure to download this avatar doc. Now we're just gonna do the same thing. So throw it into here, upload the avatar doc that is in the starting documents, and then put that out. All right, just upload that in. So now we're gonna throw that one out. And as you guys can see, it's already kind of giving them some stuff like who are the core buyers. Like core buyers are 38 to 52, gender looks like 60% male and 40% female. Both convert well, but men slightly higher AOV. Gives you like their monthly income, kind of like what they're looking at. So like middle to upper middle class. So like those are the people who are buying these type of supplements for their health. It's giving you kind of that. Some key challenges and pain points that these avatars have. Wake up already tired, afternoon crashes between 1 and 4 p.m. Need caffeine just to feel normal. Recover from workouts slower. So just like a bunch of stuff like that. So this is another really good doc. So again, we're just going to come in here, copy all this copy, and then put it up in our avatar doc. And then same thing, obviously, make sure you come up here and then save this as a PDF as well. Now the next one we're going to be doing is the offer brief creation. So kind of same thing as avatar doc, copy this, make sure you download the offer brief, and then come back in here, paste that in, and then upload the offer brief doc. All right, now that the offer brief is kind of cooking up, it's giving us some potential name ideas. So obviously we have like some different name ideas we can use. Level of consciousness. So like, all right, what are they kind of thinking? They already know they're tired. No aging is happening. Believe something is off. They're actually searching for solutions. And then this is also another big thing. Actually, these next two are very big. So level of awareness and then stage of sophistication. So in here, like level of awareness, there no energy is declining with age. Caffeine isn't the answer. Supplements do exist to help with all of this. But now what they fully don't understand is energy loss is happening in the cellular level, because obviously with the NAD, it's in the cellular level. And then also what I need to go in and like describe to them more is why most supplements fail and why this one works. And then why NAD+ is the root issue. And then also the next thing that's really good is stage of sophistication. So obviously this is stage 4, so this is more mechanism aware. And these guys are a little bit more skeptical because they have tried a bunch of supplements in the past. They've already seen the more energy claims, anti-aging claims, and biohacking claims. So what this is going to require is like a new mechanism, a new explanation of really what this product does and what it can help them with, and then a reason that is different. So basically this is another very, very good doc, kind of understanding exactly what market level you're in and kind of like what you really have to do to get like your words across to them and actually make sure that they convert. So now we'll just come into our offer brief doc, throw that in there. And now obviously again, go in here, save this as a PDF, and then you're good to go on that. Oh, now the last thing we'll go into is the necessary beliefs doc. So basically with this, just open up this doc right here. Take all of this, copy all of this, and what we're just gonna do is take that and then throw it just into here and then just blast it out. And then grab the second prompt right here, go ahead, copy that in, throw that in here, make sure you upload your other 3 docs with that, and then go ahead and upload that as well. And then we're also gonna throw that into a doc and then save that. All right, so just finished up with our 6 core beliefs. So we're gonna copy all this in and then put it into our doc. We'll kind of read over this real quick to see what it's saying. So like the 6 core beliefs right now, I believe that my loss of energy, clarity, and drive is not personal failure. It's a biological issue. Next one is I believe aging doesn't automatically mean decline. It means depletion. Number 3, I believe NAD is essential for cellular energy, and that decline explains why I feel this way. So we got a lot of good ones in here already. So now that we got our docs, right, we got everything done with ChatGPT. So boom, our starting docs are done. So basically now we got everything that we need for like also using AI to help us with this copy and help us with this research. Now the next thing that's super important and what we'll go through in the rest of these ones is actually doing market research yourself. This is where you're gonna find a lot of good things. Like yes, the starting documents are very, very good, but where you're really gonna find like the true things, like what people are actually saying and everything like that is gonna be in the research you actually do yourself. So the first one we're going to go do is Amazon review research. So basically what you want to do for Amazon reviews, look up your product and see what people are seeing. So when you do look this up on Amazon, obviously I'll go through this and do examples for this, but like you want to see what people are seeing when they first look up NAD+. Next, if there's a bunch of cheaper options, make sure that people know that the product has something bad about it or is missing a key feature that actually makes it so cheap, and that's how yours is priced at where it is because of X, Y, and Z. So this is like where the unique mechanism and everything like that comes in. So basically we can go take a look at everybody who's also selling right now and kind of put down stuff that they're not including that our supplement does include, which is the reason why we can justify the price we're going to price it at. And the next thing you're going to be looking for like words and phrases that people are saying a lot. Also, you want to be looking at comp and writing down the market sophistication level, which we kind of already found from the deep research. And then also you want to find like different price ranges, pros and cons of different price points. So now let's kind of go into Amazon and then we're going to look up the supplement and then just kind of see like what's everything that we're seeing right away. All right. So basically kind of what I'm seeing off the bat, I'm seeing this one $49, a bunch of people bought this one. So we're just going to click into this one because it seems like this is one of the most bought supplement on the market. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to come down to all the way down to the reviews. And now we're just going to check on what people are actually saying. So the first thing we're going to look at is 5-star reviews. All right, so the first thing we're seeing is ditch the needles. This NAD supplement is a game changer. So ditch the needles could be a big thing because a lot of people do get injections when it comes to NAD. Like that's a big thing that actually happens. I also do have like a market research doc over here that like I kind of use. Like you guys can just make this one yourself. Like it's very easy. So basically we'll just have like good Amazon reviews versus bad Amazon reviews. And then also down here in the doc, I'll put a key section for buzzwords. So I'll just put like ditch the needles down here and then we'll read the rest of this review to make sure this is something we actually want to use. After reading over all the reviews, I am almost ready to buy my second bottle and officially subscribe. A lot of conversations centered around the price, but let me put this in context. I used to pay $20 a pop for weekly NAD injections. So again, like the whole like ditch the injection part, like that could be in like an angle that we could take on this. Just imagine the cost. So like if they have to do that every single day with the injections, that's $20 over every single day. That's going to be a lot for most customers and most people who are like in this space. I take 2 capsules every morning on a stomach, blah, 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 blah. This is where it truly shines. Running performance has skyrocketed. I'm breathing noticeably better. The greatest enhancements was my mental push. My brain is making me go further than I thought was possible. I'm also looking forward to the next level of enhancement. And this is a top tier performer that I can keep consistently in my system every single day. So I really like this review. So this is a review I'm going to take and then I'm going to go back over to the market research doc, and then we're just going to put this whole thing in this Amazon review section. Obviously make sure this looks nice and neat. Don't make sure it looks any janky, because like you actually are going to want to go back and use all this. All right, now we're going to just keep on going, see what else people are saying in here. I'm a 29-year-old woman. Resting heart rate last year was around 73 to 75. After I stopped doing yoga, I dropped to about a 65 to 67 and stayed around there for the last 2 months. And then I started taking NAD plus and I touched 59. I also feel way less sluggish, so all right. There's not really, though, the reason why I'm not going to take this one is because, like, she's just kind of saying, like, stats and stuff. I mean, like, we could put something about, like, how it can, like, help with, like, your heart rate and everything, but there's not really a deep desire behind that review. Basically, in the reviews, we're looking for people who are actually, like, very emotional about this product, and they're, like, talking about their experiences, how, like, it really helped them so much. So that one I'm just kind of going to skip for now. I'm very surprised at the result. I'm already experiencing 2.5 weeks. So that's the time frame that she's doing. For the first long time, I walk around with massive brain fog. So we're going to take brain fog, and then we're going to come down here and then also put that into our buzzwords. And basically with this, like, just keep these in. Like, if you keep on saying, like, more dish to needle, you can just add 2 times, 3 times, like that. And then you can kind of just get adjusted instead of, like, putting like dish and needle like a bunch of different times. Like, that's just, you don't need to do that. I'm motivated to tackle my homework, regular side projects. I scored an A- on my final exam, so hold on, I ran these immediately. So it's a really good review, so I'm gonna take this one as well. And then we are going to put it into here. So basically that's kind of how I'm doing like my Amazon reviews. Basically, you guys are gonna want to do a lot more for this. Like, get like about like at least, like, I would say go through like 50 to 100 reviews, really get like knowledge on the customer and like everything they do. Just for video sake, I'm not going to go through all the reviews of this video. It would be like 10 hours long, but now we'll go through like bad reviews. So basically, when we're looking through like bad reviews and 1-star reviews, we're kind of looking for like what people have been like struggling with and why this didn't work for them, and how we can kind of reframe these people who say this one didn't work for them, and how we can kind of use that and be able to make these guys feel who like this supplement didn't work for them, that it will actually work for them when they try our brand supplement. So, all right, we'll read through this. I purchased 2 bottles, and after only 3 capsules and severe anxiety and a mental breakdown for no reason, I stopped taking them and realized it must be the vitamin. I do have an MTHFR issue, so that might have something to do with it. I only opened 1 bottle, and they will not refund anything. If you buy on Amazon, I would not buy 2 bottles again without trying it first. So basically, like, kind of what I'm seeing from here is like already, like, we can kind of use this and just like kind of frame our like, okay, you get like a 30-day money back guarantee, or you get like a 60-day money back guarantee. So that's something that we can frame that will help people feel like more safe when they actually buy our supplement. So we're already seeing that one in there. So now let's go kind of the next one. I hardly used it for a month, useless. I disliked this and sent them a message that please don't send me it again, but they're still taking the money out of my bank. Please never trust them. So again, like, money back guarantee, and just making sure that your subscription is cancelable, because like we're not really trying to do any black hat things around here. All right, this next one, this is my first time reviewing a product on Amazon. To be honest, I had high hopes of this supplement. I already taken 4 bottles of these before, and I concluded that it wasn't for me. I stopped immediately due to side effects like dizziness, nausea, headache. Only taken 1 bottle before I stopped. Then this year I gave it another shot and took 3 bottles with a complete month. Unfortunately, I still feel the same side effects until I stopped taking them altogether. This is unfortunately claims NAD plus, make you feel young and energized. It wasn't, it clearly doesn't work. So again, we'll take this, and basically kind of what we can get out of this is basically disproving our side effects. So just saying like, you won't feel these side effects, because obviously like a lot of people, especially when they're taking more like medical grade supplements, kind of like an NAD is, they definitely want to make sure like they're not going to get any side effects. So like obviously like if the main side effects that people are seeing from this is they're feeling like dizzy, getting nausea, getting headaches, like stuff like that, we want to make sure that we objection handle that either like in our FAQs or throughout our website. Obviously, again, make sure you guys go through like 50 to 100 of these bad reviews and then put them in here, and then make sure you're really taking key takeaways from each bad review and from each good review that you were getting. So that's kind of how I do my Amazon research. So it's pretty straightforward. We're just like up here, we're really looking for like, all right, what's the deep desires? Why do people really, really like this product? And then down here, we're kind of looking at like, all right, why did people not like this product? Like in this review, they had mental breakdowns from it for some reason. And then also they didn't give them a money back guarantee, and they weren't like canceling their subscription. So like that's a thing I would make sure that we would do on our website, and say that like, yes, you have a 30-day, 60-day money back guarantee if the supplement doesn't work for you. And then down here, like, the side effects that they're feeling, obviously we would definitely cover points on that throughout our website. So, all right, boom, that's how we do Amazon reviews. Now let's do competition. So basically with competition, what you kind of want to do is find 3 to 5 competition and link them to the research doc like we had up here. Also, you want to make sure that you're getting their ads library and put them into the research doc as well, so that we can kind of like look at the ads, like what are the ads that have been running longest for them in their ads library, and like what we can take from that and kind of why it's working. Obviously, you want to link their landing pages. So basically, like if they're running a pre-lander, just sending them straight to a product page, you kind of want to figure out that stuff. Also, you want to figure out their price range. So how are these guys pricing their products? Are they pricing it super high? Or are they trying to be the cheapest one on the market? Like what are they really going for? Also, you want to track down their active offers that they are running. So are they running like buy one, get one free, buy two, get one free, like subscriptions, like everything like that. Also, you want to look if they're running any shipping prices, because like that could affect their main price. Like maybe they're running $39.99, but they have like $5 shipping on the back end. That could be another reason. Also, we want to look through their website to like see their features, benefits, what it does, stuff like that. Like kind of how are they describing that product. So basically with this, we'll just come up here and look up NAD plus into the search bar, and then we'll just kind of see what pops up. All right, so this one just looks like a shot and like looks like a vial, so it's not really a supplement that like we're running with them. And again, another shot. We're just looking for more pills. This one kind of looks like a pill. Let's see what's in here. All right, this one's more of like a PDF and kind of like describing like what this product does. So this would be something that maybe we'd save for later for when we do go into like our Google search research. So we'll just save that website for later. Keep on going through here. All of these are mostly injections, so that's also something like kind of like that we'll go over in Google research, but I just kind of want to write that down because I'm already seeing it. So like things that I see, just put that like there. And so like the things that I'm seeing right now is like a lot of search results are the injection. So a lot of search results are the injection, and that is like a big thing that we can go across, because we already did find that when we did our Amazon reviews that people are paying like $20 a pop per injection. So that's like another thing that we can kind of like battle against with that. So that's like something that's good to like see. Now let's actually try to find some people who are actually running supplements. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to look up NAD plus supplements just so I can like actually see like pills instead of just like the shot. So we'll scroll through here a little bit and kind of see what we're seeing. All right, here's a woman's health article that I found that might lead to like a product page. So I did see like a brand on the top of it. So now it's showing kind of like our top ones. Are these just on Amazon? Yeah, we're really looking just more for like our exact competitors. Obviously, we already have this person, so we can go into them in a second. But I just kind of want to show you guys how I'm like looking for them when I'm just like searching them up. All right, so I just found this NAD plus supplement. All right, so I just found this one brand when I was searching on Google. So now we'll kind of like do some research on this brand. So obviously first thing we need to do is we're just gonna take this and then go to our competition. So our landing page, this is what we're seeing. They're just sending them straight to a product page. And then the next thing that we want to do is find these guys on ads library. Obviously they look like they might be small because only 2 reviews, but we're still going to try to look them up. So I'm just going to take their name that's up here on the URL bar, and then we're going to go over here to ads library and then just paste this in. See if we can find them. All right, we found them right here. So Luma Nutrition. So we're kind of going to just scroll through here. Yeah, they are still pushing the NAD product, but it looks like a lot of them are image ads. We're still going to take this, obviously, stick to the plan, put the ads library in there. Now, what kind of price are they running for it? All right, so they got 1 bottle for $29, and then they kind of have 3 bottles, $26 per bottle. So they're kind of running like a little bit of a volume discount. So just put in there $29.99 for 1 bottle. So $29.99. Definitely like the more cheaper offer is more just buy 1, buy 3, buy, what was it? Buy 6? Yeah, buy 6. And then just put like volume discount. All right, boom. So now we have this so far. Now shipping price. So let's kind of see their funnel a little bit. So we'll add this to our cart. All right, so they have like frequently asked questions on their cart, which is definitely like a big thing, like people who are getting stuck at checkout. So let's just see the checkout. I'm just going to put in a random address. All right, so they do have free 3 to 5 day shipping. So all right, we'll put that in here. So free shipping. And then now let's look through some of like the features and benefits that these guys are talking about. All right, so number 1, NAD, cellular energy, healthy aging. All right, yep, that's just kind of a known thing that we already know. All right, pure natural ingredients. NAD is one of the most essential, but the levels can drop over 50% with age. So I kind of like that. So we'll take this. Like that's a good little thing that like we would want to know about this product. So we'll just put in that. Our premium NAD plus formulates clean. Right, nothing really in there. Obviously kind of know more energy. Let's kind of put everything that they kind of have on their website. So we got more energy. Let's see what else. Cellular repair, and then sharpened mind and health glow. So I'm about to just put all 3 of those in the doc. All right, now that we got all those 3 in the doc, let's continue. All right, how might you benefit from NAD plus? All right, so we got the kinetic energy kickstart, so more energy, less fatigue, sharper focus. All right, so they kind of got like how it's going along. So I'm about to just take all of this, and then we'll just come back over here, paste this in. So basically we kind of can see like what are like the 1 month effects to 2 month effects, 3 to 6, and then 6 plus. So we kind of have all that in there, like what they're kind of saying. All right, why they trust third-party tested. Obviously, we kind of all know that stuff. They have a founder story in there. And then, yeah, that's kind of all that they do have on their website. The next competitor I do want to do, because this is like the main person and the main brand that's actually selling it, is this one. We're going to take them. I'm just going to paste them into here. So there's their landing page, because that was the one that we did see from their ads. Now we need to go find their ads library. So we're just going to come back up here, paste into here. All right, that looks like their brands. We're going to click in here and then just see, is this the one that they're running about NAD? Yep, sorry, perfect. This is their ads library, so we're just going to take that again, come back over, landing page. Let's see, what kind of price point are they running at? All right, 47 for one. Is that on a sub and save? For some reason, they're not running a sub and save, I don't think, but like you can see the different like price options they have, but obviously 45.74 is what they're selling it for, so we'll just put that in here, 45.74, and then they're running a buy 1, buy 2, get 1 free. And then what was the third one that they had? Buy 3, get 2 free. So we'll throw that in there as well. Buy 3, get 2 free. So that's kind of the offer that they're running. Now let's see shipping price. Let me just make sure. All right, so if they don't buy the bigger bundle, it looks like you have to pay for shipping. So let me just see like what that shipping price is looking like. And this is also good. They also are running an NAD blueprint for longevity ebooks. Like that's something. They also are running shipping protection if you'd want that. So we'll check out, see what it's looking like for shipping. All right, so I'm just gonna put in a random address. All right, so they have 2 different shipping, but like they're both the same price. So they have express shipping and standard shipping, both $4 for this. I'm guessing it's because like if they do buy a bigger bundle, you would get standard shipping for free, and then express shipping would probably be the $4. So for shipping price, we'll just do $4.99 for express, or if you only buy 1. And then we'll also put in here free shipping if you buy 2, get 1 free offer. So we'll throw that in there. All right, cool. So now we'll look at some of the features and benefits that they have on their website. All right, so the first thing I'm seeing is their brand name, NAD Plus. Ultimate mitochondria support with resveratrol. All right, so that's interesting. And then read some of this, the essential molecule behind every skin renewal. See, this is all above the fold, so you know that this brand put in a lot of work to all their above the fold. So I'm just going to take the entire above the fold section and just throw it in here. And then we can read some more about like what they're talking about in here. Mitochondria declines with age, so they're talking about that, so we'll take that. All right, and then we'll kind of see like what they're saying here. By age 40, your mitochondrial function can drop by nearly 50%, slowing cellular repair and accelerating the visibility and invisibility of signs of aging. All right, so we'll take this part because that's kind of like a big thing. By age 40, your mitochondrial function can drop by nearly 50%. So that's something that we're going to want to take. Just boom, throw that in there. Let's kind of see what else they have. By restoring this, you get regain lasting energy or crash all day, wake up. All right, so some benefits. So we'll take all these benefits that they're talking about in here. Obviously, again, just throw it in the doc. Keep on going. What else are they talking about? Not all NAD plus supplements work. All right, so they're kind of showing why theirs work and why others don't. So this is really good for like people who are like more skeptical. So we'll kind of look in here. So most NAD supplements destroy your stomach acid before they even reach your cells, meaning up to 90% of what you swallow is wasted. All right, I actually kind of like that. That's actually something like I would probably use for my own website, and that's like something I would write for it. So you can fix mitochondria with NAD intermix. All right, don't really need that. This NAD uses liptide NAD. All right, so they're talking about using this type of NAD So we'll also grab that, throw it in here. What this means for you, again, features and benefits, always want to be taking the features and benefits off their website. What they're saying is good. All right, they got kind of reviews in here. All right, I think this is really good. Like the absorption rate that like this NAD does, like a lot of people want to make sure like that they aren't just taking like placebo pills, like these pills actually work. So that's another thing that we'll put in there. Again, they have a transformation guideline just like that other brand did. So that's definitely something we'll use in ours. And then boom, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing from this website. Obviously, I do a little bit more like intense research, like really read every single thing, but just for the video and not to keep you guys here the entire day. That's kind of what I do. So just make sure like when you guys are on the website, like you're looking for like everything like with the features and benefits, like things that like these guys are using to make their product stand out more. So like with this, what I really seen is like how they're definitely pushing how like this NAD is 9.3 times higher at actually absorbing. So that's a big thing that I'm seeing in here. Like this one actually works, and most other brands, like you're only really getting 10% that's actually getting to your cells and is actually working. So that's a big thing that I'm seeing in here. And so boom, yeah, that's how I do competitor research. Now the next thing we'll go into is Reddit research. All right, so Reddit research is very important because with Reddit research, like, the first thing you want to do is obviously just look up your product and see what real people reviews are on these products. Also, like another thing that makes Reddit so good is you'll get people who are more of experts on the product, and they will give you your reviews on the product. So that's like another really good thing. You're getting like kind of like more of an expert opinion. And another good thing is some people will also just give you what are they using it for. So like different types of marketing angles that you could take with this. Like, because there's definitely more reasons why people are taking this than what we are just finding off either the website and our competitors, just Amazon reviews, and then using the docs. So we'll kind of see like what these people are saying. Does oral NAD capsules work? So lately I've been getting into longevity, looking for more supplements that might help me age better. Just turned 29. I feel like I need to start taking better care of myself. Next year I will be 30. I want to get ahead. I'm really interested in NAD and its benefits. I just want to take it orally because I'm not ready for injections yet. Currently working. All right, so let's see what people are saying about this. I've found them very helpful. I'm presently exploring the oral supplement spray. All right, so they're talking about spraying that. No, if you want the NAD supplement and want to do orally, you should look into NAD using prescription medication. All right, here's a good one. Hi, I've tried both oral supplements and IVs. I can promise you that plus IVs, numerous supplements is the way to go. So a lot of these people are saying like the injections are better. So like that's kind of something like maybe we want to really like make sure and like target people who like don't really want to do the injection, because I know there's a lot of people who are definitely like scared of needles and stuff. So like making sure that like we're really focusing on like this works just as well as the needles, and this works just as well as injections. So like if you don't like needles, like this will be the right supplement for you. I just recently started taking NAD Plus capsules probably about half a month ago. It's been great so far. Nothing too drastic like people injections, but some really good energy and mental boost. So not really a deep desire behind that. All right, so a lot of what I'm seeing in this form is a lot of people are just saying that it's pretty useless when you do take it in the capsule form. So we'll kind of see like what else we can find in here. Probably going to stay away from biohacker just because I feel like those people are like the people who are super serious and are going to do the injection. So, all right, we'll go into this form. Is NAD worth faking? Does it truly give you the benefits it claims? All right. I've been taking NAD supplements for about a month now, no side effects, but I heard you can have both neurological and physical symptoms, of which fatigue. And that brand was my pick, helped my focus, my energy in it. All right, so we'll just take this review. This review seems pretty good. Talking just about like the energy and all like kind of like the effects that's happening in there. So that's like a good review. All right, depending on your age, so okay, this could be a good one. Depending on your age and health conditions, I'm currently 73, male, type 2 diabetes and heart disease. At age 66, I became consuming more. Can there be negative side effects? Yes, potentially among the 40% of the population. But the solution, consume NAD plus. All right, so this person is just kind of describing like how like it can be more dependent based on like your age and like how you are, and how it did work well for him. But he is 73 plus and like suffers from some other stuff like heart disease and type 2 diabetes. So that's maybe like another kind of like angle or like something we could go off of. All right, now this next one, pure NAD plus doesn't survive stomach acid. This is why people doubt NAD supplements, because I haven't seen any NAD work firsthand on my dad. In what ways I can't explain. I would doubt it too. The end of the earth and back. It's not snake oil, I assure you. My dad felt everything from his mood shifting, bitter grace, so I don't think I've ever talked heart to heart with him. other than when he started taking NAD. All right, so that's kind of like an interesting review. I'm probably not going to take that one though, because it's not really like what I'm like kind of looking for. And like, there's not really like an insane pain point or deep desire behind that. In legal terms, I think NAD supplements a loophole to aging. After all, it's supposed to amp up your energy and repair your cells down the aging process. So this is something that's cool. So about like the aging process and everything like that. So we'll take that, put that in there. I'll get a couple more reviews and then we'll kind of move on. I think the NAD supplement is worth taking if you want to keep your skin youthful and smooth. Some of the NAD supplement benefits for your skin health are slowing down signs of aging, relieving paralysis, and other skin problems. I guess you can give it a shot. All right, so that's pretty good. So we'll get this one as well. Come back to our market research doc, throw that in there. Then we'll find one more good review. So this one looks pretty in-depth. Yo, I've been down the NAD rabbit hole too. It's basically coenzyme mind that fuels your cell. Think energy production, DNA repair, and all that good stuff, anti-aging. I've tried NMN and NAR prescription, and honestly, I felt a slight bump in energy, especially when I stacked some fasting or cold exposure. It's not like pre-workout energy level. It's more like a clean background humming alertness. Some dudes go the injectable route. Bioavailability, NAD plus NAD. All right, so this one's kind of talking more about like also stacking it with other supplements for the best results. So that's probably something interesting that I want to look into as well. So yeah, that's kind of how I do Reddit reviews. I'll basically just like go through all of these forms. Like basically just like look up your supplement. There's so many forms in here. Like you can go through so many of these. I recommend, again, just going through a bunch of these. Like basically just keep on doing research. Like the more research, the better. The more stuff you can find, obviously, the better. Really get a deep understanding of your customer. So just go through a bunch of these forms and really do a deep dive into all of them. See what people are saying, everything. And then you should be able to stack up a pretty good Reddit list. All right, boom. Now we got Reddit done. So we've learned more about that stuff now from Reddit. Now the last thing that we're going to do to just complete the holy trinity of this product research is just doing a quick Google search on this product. So again, now we have here NAD plus supplements. So again, remember the first thing that we were talking about earlier in this video, seeing a lot of things that are just talking about injections. So we're seeing a lot of injections. That's what most people are seeing off the bat. But now like you can click into like these wellness journals, right? So we'll click into this wellness journal. All right, top 5 NAD supplements to boost energy and slow down signs of aging. Can NAD supplements really tackle aging, fatigue, sluggish cellular repair, mitochondrial decline, and which brands actually deliver on their promises? Our editorial team reviewed the latest research, analyzed. All right, so we got a bunch of research in here about this. All right, your body's natural NAD levels begin to decline after 30, so that's definitely something that we're going to want to take. Definitely use that in your copy. Like, all right, your NAD levels start declining around this time, so that's definitely something we could use. Most people feel drained. You're basically just going to want to read through like this entire article, right? So basically everything, like you can look at some like other top brands. So boom, we already have like another brand that we could look at. So we're looking at these guys. This is showing pure NR. So we were seeing that when we were doing Reddit research. So like it is from like NAD, but this is just pure NR. This has the NAD like effects in it, but this is more of like a pure form. So we kind of look through like what these guys are saying. A lot of it's just talk about like pure capsule, a bunch of like kind of nonsense. But I mean, a lot of people are liking this brand. So we could just like take this website and be like, all right, this is what we found from Google research. Like now just put top brand people are taking. So top brand people are taking from that article that we are looking at. It's also, let's go back to the article, see kind of what else we're seeing. All right, this next one's another NAD supplement. So this is more of a pure NAD supplement, so we'll kind of like read through this. All right, in real world use, feedback has been mixed, but many users report that noticeable afternoon energy boost within 7 to 10 days. So that's something we could use for like timing, like how long is a supplement actually going to take to work. With sharper focus, smooth workouts, improve energy recovery, jitters, crashes. All right, so that's like another little good spot, a little good thing that we can take from this. Obviously put that in the doc, come back over here. Pros, all right, patient pending NAD, blah, blah, blah. All right, so just some of the pros of using that company. This was the brand that we were looking at earlier on Amazon reviews, and this one got a C+ rating. You just want to read through like the rest of all these, really read through like the entire article. We'll keep on like scrolling and look at some of like the other things, like boom, a performance shot. All right, so why are like people taking performance shot? All right, so what we can already see is like $173, right? So basically I can kind of put in the market research doc, most people are seeing injections, but the thing is with that is they are super expensive. And we'll just put like the price point. So what was it? $135. So $135. So we'll just put that in. So like the injections are obviously super expensive. So that's something we kind of take away from it. So like I'm also seeing like just most things like injection, another injection. We got some of the research about kind of like the molecules and everything behind it. So like more of like the science on it. All right, got a Forbes article. So I'll kind of click into here, see what Forbes is saying about this. All right, longevity has become a buzzword among the health community. Currently shifting, improving health span. All right, we'll take that. Throw that into kind of like the Google research that we're doing right now. See what else they got in here. All right, what is NAD? So basically we kind of like break down here NAD. All right, just read about kind of like what NAD, like how it works, how NAD works in the body. Kind of read some of the stuff. Like I would read all the stuff in here. Benefits of the supplements. So like what are the benefits of the supplement? All right, we have a doctor that emphasizes that there's not been large human studies, but the supporting evidence is limited to animals. Laboratory of small human travels until further research. Remain skeptical of the NAD. All right. Then here are some benefits. Improved sleep quality. So we'll grab this. Throw improved sleep quality in here. Then we'll also grab this one. Enhance physical endurance and mobility. So that's like another good one. But yeah, basically for like the Google search, basically what you're doing is you're just coming through here and seeing everything that's like already being said about NAD, and kind of like one customers just do a quick Google search on NAD plus, what is showing up for them? Like what are like the main things that people are hitting on? What are they kind of seeing? Like what are they already used to? Like if everybody's talking just about like anti-aging, or if everybody's just talking about energy, then we can kind of like see that, and like maybe we can make a pivot, especially because this is a more saturated market, and we could kind of make more of a pivot about what people aren't talking about in NAD. Like maybe a lot of people aren't really talking about the science, even though it kind of seems like they are. But like that's where you really need to do like the deeper research and really find out like, all right, what are like main reasons and key deep desires that people have about this product that really aren't being talked about like on this main brand. Like a lot of what I'm seeing in here is just longevity, anti-aging, and energy. So maybe those are just the main things that everybody is hearing, and now we can just kind of take a different route and try to market it in a different angle. At the start of this video, I told you why most people do get stuck with market research, and it's mainly because they're just using ChatGPT to find all their marketing angles, and they're just using ChatGPT in a generic way. Like they're just typing in like, hey, ChatGPT, can you find me 5 different angles on NAD+? And they're just hoping that magically ChatGPT will come up with the perfect angles that will actually get them to scale. And that's the main reason why most of you guys are stuck, is because ChatGPT is just going to spew out just like random generic angles and not really go into the deep research about like what this product actually does. What you just saw and everything that I just covered in this video was the switch that you guys have to start making when it comes to doing market research and actually being able to find what are the main deep desires that your customer actually has. And once I started implementing and really doing this deep research with all my products, that's when I actually started to be able to scale and could actually hit consistent 13K, 10K days, 12K days, all the stuff like that. If you want help installing this exact process that keeps most people stuck and just keep on searching for like more products and they're never actually able to get to scale, if you want help installing this exact process the right way and avoiding the mistakes that keep you stuck at only being able to hit like 1K or 2K days, there's a link below where you can apply to work with me one-on-one to make your first 30K with branded dropshipping. And if you're not ready for that, take this framework, test it yourself, and pay attention to how much better your results are actually going to get once you start actually doing deep research on your customer. So yeah, boys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.